WWE has reportedly been sold to Saudi Arabia's private investment fund, with the news coming as Stephanie McMahon resigned as WWE chief executive. Her father, of course, Vince McMahon, is the biggest shareholder in the company after purchasing the shares from his father 40 years ago. Vince retired last year, but has now returned to the board as a position of executive chair and is leading a process of strategic alternatives. It's now been reported by DAZN reporter Stephen Muirhausen that the company will be sold to Saudi Arabia's public investment fund and will move to being a private company. The investment fund is controlled by Saudi's Prince Mohammed bin Salman and is among the wealthiest in the world. They have a keen interest in the sport, funding Live Golf and buying Newcastle United last year. If the sale is confirmed, the WWE will return to being private for the first time since it became publicly traded in 1999. Currently, Vince McMahon remains the biggest shareholder in WWE and can effectively exercise control over affairs. After his retirement last year, McMahon's daughter Stephanie and Nick Khan took over as co-CEOs, with son-in-law Paul Levesque, Triple H, of course, taking over day-to-day duties as chief content officer. Confirming her resignation in a statement on Twitter, Stephanie McMahon says, "About 8 months ago, I took a leave of absence, and within a few weeks, unexpectedly, I had the opportunity of a lifetime. I had the privilege to return to the co-CEO and chairwoman of the board," she said. But yeah, she added that I could not put into words how proud I am of what I've led to be considered the greatest company in the world, marking alongside a remarkable leadership team and one of the strongest executives I've known in my co-CEO Nick Khan. Our founder Vince McMahon has returned as executive chair and is leading an exciting process regarding strategic alternatives, and with Nick's leadership and Triple H's as content creator, I'm confident WWE is the perfect place to provide unparalleled creative content and drive maximum value for our shareholders, she added in the statement. And there we go then. Shocking news in a way, but not so shocking. It kind of seems like they've been sold to Saudi. Vince can kind of control it from Saudi, and Vince is going to be in control of it. Stephanie McMahon, kind of shocking down, always is when the daughter's boss steps down. But yeah, Saudi Arabian news, kind of the way it's happened so quickly is surprising. But in a way, I'm also not surprised at all. I'm not particularly optimistic about the whole deal. What's it going to mean for wrestlers like Sami Zayn, for example, even the women on the roster? Yeah, that's worrying. And Vince McMahon's involvement in the whole thing. But you know, let's just see what happens. This is just a news update. I'll probably do a more opinion-based update video soon. But there we go. That's my initial thoughts on the shocking and major breaking news. That Saudi Arabia, the public investment fund, is set to buy WWE. Vince McMahon has returned as executive chairman of the board, and his daughter Stephanie McMahon has stepped down from all of their WWE roles, seemingly not just on an interim basis but on a permanent basis. Shocking news. And yeah, I'm not particularly optimistic, like I say, but I guess we're just going to have to see what happens and where this all goes now, I guess. Anyway guys, that's it for the video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, those lots of comments down below. For notification for daily wrestling news and subscribe to our channel, subscribe now, we greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out. Ta-ra.